within 100 feet, it stays accurate within 1/8 of an inch, which is very impressive. Hey guys, Brad here, and today we're going to be taking a look at a 3-plane green laser. This is a fairly economical laser, and I kind of want to share it with you and kind of go over the specs. This is by CIGMAN. So make sure you guys subscribe and hit that notify bell and give me a thumbs up if you like the video, because it definitely helps out the channel. So the case is quite small. So you would imagine the laser is pretty small, and you are right. The laser is by far the smallest 3-plane green laser I've ever laid my hands on. So it's kind of cute for lasers, you know, in the tool world, cute, whatever. And what else does it come with? It comes with a stand, comes with a mounting bracket with magnets on the back. So I'll show you how this fits together. It has a remote control, some instructions. It has the green card. If you're outside, you can see it a little better, which also has a magnet on it. And then a charging USB cord. So that's what you get in the kit. Now let's go over some specs. This laser, they say, will go up to 100 feet and will be plus or minus 1/8 of an inch in accuracy. So that's pretty impressive. It's an IP54 rated, so you can get this thing wet. It's about 150 bucks Canadian on Amazon, so I'll make sure I leave some links down below. And like I said, it's got the 1/4-inch screw mount on the back, so you can stick this on tripods if you want. And you know, it fits kind of universally with all those mounting brackets. So let's take a closer look at all the little gizmos that come with it. First off, we've got this magnetic mounting brace. It also has a area on the top here for a nail, so you can pound a nail into the wall and just hang this. And it's very easy just to attach. You just screw it on, and there you go. And then, you know, I'll just set this up here. So you can just stick it on to anything. And it's a good magnet. It sticks on there quite well. I'm impressed with this little stand. It's very basic, very simple, nothing too fancy about it, but it works. So this guy here has the larger mount for larger tripods, like on transit tripods. So I don't know if I'd use that very often, but this stand itself is pretty sweet. And what would be cool is if all this fit together, right? If we could mount this on here, which we can't. That would be nice if that would mount on here, and then we could adjust, but they didn't go that far. So whatever. But this stand is, you know, you can adjust the legs. They just thread in and out on the sides. And then you can move this. So when you attach your laser onto it, you just got to thread it on. Okay. So once we get it on, then you can kind of level it up with these little legs if you need to. This is a self-leveling laser as well. But then sometimes when you're set up with the laser, you just want to dial it in this way a little bit. And this is really, really nice. I quite like this stand. Just this ability. A lot of the times when I'm framing a basement, I'll just turn this on so you get some laser beams. Okay, I'll use these crosshairs. And so I'm squaring up some walls. It's, you know, you got to move the laser around like this, and sometimes it's hard because, you know, you're on concrete and there's some gravel in the way or whatever. But with this stand, you can just kind of tweak it and just dial it in. And it's very, very, very fine as far as the threads go on it. So dialing in is very easy. Or you can just adjust it like this. So super easy to use. I really like this stand. As basic as it is, it's nice. Now, to charge it, we've got a port at the back, so a little rubber cap. Comes off fairly easily. So, you know, if it's raining outside, don't be leaving this open. And then you just plug your USB cord into there and you're all good. All right, so the unit itself, it's 3-plane green laser. So when we turn this on, just like that, we can, so we've got a beam going this way, we've got a beam going this way, and one horizontal. So really good for kitchen cabinetry installations, interior framing installations, anything, railings, hanging pictures, all that type of stuff, tiling. Super awesome to have if you're doing any types of jobs like that. I carry a laser with me all the time. So it's nice to have such a little one like this. You know, I can just keep it in my truck or whatever, or a small toolbox, even in my bag. And I've just always got that laser. So, and the nice thing about this too is I can just charge it in my car as I'm going to work. I don't need to have a full-on charger like, say, the Bosch, where you've got to have the charger with the batteries and all that. Even though it's a great laser, by far my favorite laser, you can't really charge it that way without having a whole setup with an inverter and things. So this is nice just to be able to plug it into your standard USB, which you could get like most cars have a USB port now, but if you don't have one, just get a cigarette lighter adapter or whatever. So very, very easy that way. But as far as controlling these lasers, on the top there are 3 buttons. So you can individually turn off the lasers, okay? And pick which ones you want to have on. So that's one option for you. This is self-leveling, so we'll just put them all back on here. So you can see against this box, when I bounce the laser on this box, you can see it self-leveling, okay? And it's within 4 degrees, so when you're, not the line is within 4 degrees, but this unit will level within 4 degrees. If it's off 4 degrees, it starts to flash like that, okay? But remember, within 100 feet, it stays accurate within 1/8 of an inch, which is very impressive. Now, they do say in the instructions that there's a receiver, but as far as I can tell, I don't think they have a receiver for this particular model yet. But it does say so in the instructions, so I have a feeling they're coming out with one. And it tells you how to set this on a pulse mode. And to do that, you just hold down this top power button for 3 seconds, and then this light will blink, and that's supposed to be a pulse mode, which then would pick up your receiver. But like I said, we don't have one yet. Now, as far as brightness goes, there's 3 levels of brightness. Again, you use the power button, and you just cycle through pressing it, and you'll get 3 different brightness levels, or maybe 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 brightness levels, my mistake. Now, as far as the remote control goes, it's not super, fancy or anything, just a real basic remote control. It will control the brightness levels, so those 4 levels. And there's no pairing or anything. It's just as soon as you turn it on, it's on. Okay, so you can just cycle through the colors or the brightness levels. And then it's got the 3 selector switches for each laser. If you want to turn them off, you can do so. So I'll stand here in front of it and you can see I'm turning them off or on. Okay. So super handy if this thing is up high and you need to turn it on or whatever. I really like that. Now, as far as the self-leveling, a lot of lasers on the side here is where you just turn on. This one's a little different. So if you lock the pendulum and turned it off, you would think, like with the Bosch, for example, it's got 2 switches on the side. You've got the first one, which is what is it? It's the lock laser, and then the third one, which is the self-leveling. This laser is a little different. When it's off, you hold this on button on the top. Now the pendulum is locked in place, and so you can adjust the laser at any angle you want. So if you're, let's say, doing something on a wall like wainscoting or a railing, you can kind of line this up to where you need. So 2 different buttons to turn this on, but totally different modes. This is, the side is for the pendulum, for self-leveling, and then the top on is for a locked laser. So overall, I'm I'm really impressed with this little guy. Now this again is 150 bucks on Amazon, which it blows my mind how prices are just coming down and down with all these lasers. I mean, the Bosch, I think that one's over 500 bucks if I remember correctly. We'll leave a link for that as well. But you know, if you're a DIYer or weekend warrior or whatever, even a tradesman, a tile guy, whatever, you can't go wrong with this. Like for that price, I'm not worried if this thing breaks. I'm not worried if I lose it or drop it. I'm just not. My Bosch is so expensive that I treat that thing so well. I baby it. I don't let anyone use it. And typically my previous one, when everyone was using it, they would drop it. So, you know, these cheap lasers, there's something to be said about, you know, saving your money and going with a cheaper laser, even though it's, you know, you're not going to find this at Home Depot or anything like that. They're just, I don't know. They're impressive, guys. Really impressive. So leave some comments down below. I want to hear if you've used this, what you think of it, because so far I'm impressed. It's holding up. It's accurate. I've used it against my other lasers. It's very, very accurate. It's very bright. Outside is super bright at nighttime or dusk. And overall, I'm just super pleased with it. So leave some comments down below. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notify bell. Till next time, keep on crushing it. We'll catch you later.